Hi guys, I hope you're having a great day. So in this video, I'm going to be working on a wreath idea that I can use for Memorial Day as well as the 4th of July. And I am going to start with just a grapevine wreath and use some spray paint, and then we'll get started. So I really wanted my wreath to be white, so I took it outside, put it on this table. The table needs a fresh coat of paint as well, so I'm just going to go ahead and paint it right here. And then I just gave my wreath a good coat of white paint. I actually ran out of the first kind of spray paint that I was using, but I had another kind on hand as well, and it actually covered a lot better. So as soon as it dried, I took it back inside and then got started on my wreath. So for this wreath, I just gathered up a bunch of red, white, and blue florals that I already had on hand. A few things that I have purchased recently at Dollar Tree, some different colored ribbons, a solar light that I want to incorporate into my wreath. And I'm just going to start by using a boxwood pick that I picked up at Walmart a while back, and I believe they still sell these. Cut it apart and start placing it in my wreath. So I really wanted to incorporate a solar light into my wreath design, and I had thought about just using hot glue, but I know where I'm going to be hanging this wreath gets some really bright and hot direct sunlight during the day, and I know sometimes that can soften up hot glue and certain things can tend to fall apart. So I decided to use some jute twine and tie the solar light in place, as well as use the hot glue. So just in case it does soften up, it will have something holding it together. So I just continued adding in some more of the faux florals until I had the look that I was going for, leaving some space underneath the solar light because that's where I want to put a really pretty bow. For my bow, I started by cutting a piece of paddle wire so that I have it ready to go to secure my bow, and then I started cutting pieces of the ribbon. And the star ribbon is one I purchased at Dollar Tree a couple of weeks ago. You may have seen that in one of my videos, but I'm cutting the most of this particular ribbon because I want it to be the main ribbon of my bow, and I'm just going to cut the V-notch cut on each end of the ribbon, and I'm going to be using 3 different ribbons for my bow. So after I had all of the pieces of ribbon cut for my bow and the ends notched, I just started pinching them in the middle and layering them in my hand. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. It's just a fun way to make a really simple bow. And so I just layered them in a pattern that looked good to me, and then I will use the wire to secure it together. After I had all of the ribbon pieces together in my hand, was happy with how everything was looking, I got my piece of paddle wire, went around the center where I was holding everything together, and then I just twisted the wire together in the back to secure it. And I did use some jewelry needle nose type pliers to tighten it up even tighter, and then I'm just going to cut off the excess and hot glue it in place. So I was loving how this wreath was turning out, but I really wanted to decorate the top part of the wreath as well. So I started by adding another red, white, and blue carnation at the top with some of that boxwood pick. And then I had this wood beaded garland that I had purchased at Dollar Tree not very long ago. So I just weaved it around on the top of the wreath as well as down one side. And I thought it was going to be really pretty addition to this wreath. So I started by using hot glue, and then the same thing as with the solar light, I really don't want it falling off if the glue gets a little bit soft from the heat of the bright sun. So I ended up using paddle wire to secure it to the wreath just in different areas. And I absolutely love how this wreath turned out. It's such a stunner, so different, but it was also really simple to put together. I think this wreath design is probably one of my favorites that I have worked on so far. I just really like the unique look that it has. I think the solar light just adds something extra to it. I just think it's a lot of fun. It's going to be really pretty on our front door. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a few ideas. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, like, comment to let me know. I'd really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day, and thanks for watching.